It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. And coming up in just a bit, tip-off will be live from Oakland as the Warriors go up against the Portland Trail Blazers. It's been hard to come by a W lately for this Trailblazers group. We've kind of waited and waited for this team to come together and start producing, but it just hasn't happened. And now we've gotten pretty deep into the season, so time's not on their side. Battling it out tonight, two offenses that tend to live and die by the three. Shaq, do you think the league is becoming too perimeter-oriented?
Yeah, Kenny knows this. He has 2 rings. I have 4. Championship-level teams usually challenge you outside and inside. You got to keep the defense guessing, Ernie.
Well, the perimeter offenses have become a lot more sophisticated. 25 feet from the baskets, it's hard to impose your physicality against anyone on the defensive
There's
end.
nothing sophisticated about jacking up 83s in the game.
Well, you know what? It's hard to be physical when guys are not even coming near you.
For a guy who likes to shoot the three, would you like to be playing today?
I would, not to toot my own horn.
Go ahead, toot your
But I'm going to toot it. I would average easily a 20-point game. Easily 20 a game. Being able to take the amount of threes that they're able to take, 20 would be, I would be disappointed.
Drown him out.
I would be so disappointed if I didn't get 20 every night. It's the easiest era to play it. How can you shoot up 23s and call yourself a point guard? So, this is ridiculous. Any scrub can play in this era. Kevin, anybody can play in this era, Kevin. Anybody.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We've got NBA basketball in store for you. We're live at the Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. The home of the Warriors, live on 2K Sports. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. And that's certainly what we have in store for us today. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And with us tonight, the author of the 700-page book of basketball, a must-read, Bill Simmons.
It's great to be here, and everyone wants me to rewrite that book, but I don't have it in me. So much has changed in basketball over the last 9 years. I got to redo my Hall of Fame pyramid, but I can't sit down and do it, Kevin. I think it's going to last.
How long did it take you to write that book?
It was 3 years of my life, and I was younger. Now it would just be coffee all day, trying to stay awake for it.
About a New York Times bestseller for multiple
weeks.
It
was number 1. Yeah, it was
absolutely
great. And it taught me that I knew people love basketball, and I think we've seen this decade as basketball has just blossomed into something much bigger than I think it's ever been. I could tell with the book, people liked it.
Look at the Trailblazers. This is an important game for them because they've really been struggling. Just 1 win in their last 5 games.
Yeah, and Kevin, things are starting to get a little bit out of control for them. This losing streak is starting to become an embarrassment, and it's only going to get worse if things don't change.
Yeah, before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, we know how dominant the Warriors are, but we also know that turnovers remain their Achilles heel. Now, Steve Kerr says sometimes the game comes too easy for our guys. They think they can do anything. We just have to keep it simple. The simple leads to the spectacular. And as the simple reporter, I send it back to the spectacular Kevin Harlan.
DA, thank you. And by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. Bill, since they drafted Steph Curry, the Warriors' fortunes have really changed. Would you call him the most important pick in the history of that franchise?
I would veer it a different way. I think it's one of the most important missed picks
of other teams
in the history of the NBA, because for 2 reasons. One, because the Timberwolves had the 2 picks right before and passed them both times,
right?
And took 2 point guards. Yeah. Neither of whom was named Stephen Curry, so that was amazing. The pick after him was the New York Knicks, and if he had gone there, you can make a case that, he saves the Knicks. Or you could make the case that maybe he gets hurt wherever he goes. This is somebody that had really, really bad ankle injuries and was lucky enough to be in an organization in Silicon Valley where he got the right kind of treatment and thought about these new wave ways to treat his ankles. He relearned how he ran.
Core was strengthened.
He strengthened his core and basically took pressure off his ankles, where if he'd come up in the 1980s, maybe he plays 5 years and he's out of the league. And my point is, if he goes to the Timberwolves or goes to the Knicks, he probably gets hurt, and we probably know Stephen Curry is the guy who got hot on Davidson for 2 years.
And a bust in the NBA, right?
Yeah, or not a bust, or like a what-if guy. Like, oh, man, it's too bad that guy got hurt. And instead he goes to the Warriors. So
well said.
Really a great what-if pick. He has so many bad what-ifs, and this was the perfect what-if.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. At the 2, it's McCollum, with Turner at the 3. Nurkic is out there with Aminu, and it's Lillard in at the 1. Now here's Lillard after the miss from Klay Thompson. Bell with the block. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Cousins controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You see the feel from Demarcus Cousins, tracking down the miss, then making good on the second chance opportunity.
And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Bell against Turner. And before the ownership changed in 2010, the Warriors franchise really staggered.
Yeah, they staggered to the point that in 2012, I wrote a long column for Grantland about, it was like the 60 reasons you can't blame the Warriors fans for booing their owner on Chris Mullin night. And I went through their whole history since they won the title in '74 of just all the horrible things that happened to them, all the dumb moves they made, all the dumb trades, all the things they never should have done. It was extensive. And after things flipped around, people mail me that article all the time, like, can you believe it? We've won 3 titles in the last 4 years. You just wrote this. Feels like yesterday. And it was. It's one of the most amazing turnarounds of any franchise I can remember.
I'm assuming you're a fan of their front office.
Yeah, very, very smart. But, you know, the pieces were there. When they bought the team, everyone thought they overpaid. And not to toot my own horn because I've been wrong a million times, but I was one of the only people who didn't think they overpaid. I just felt like that market was awesome. I loved their fans. It was in the heart of Silicon Valley. It made sense that they should be a juggernaut, you know, and they had never really had good ownership. And as we learn over and over every year at the Knicks, like, owners matter. Right. They just do.
All 3 throws good from Turner.
Taking advantage at the charity stripe like he always does. Terrific touch.
Curry looking around. Bangs home the trifecta. Curry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Steph, baby, the best shooter we've seen from beyond the arc. Pretty.
Nurkic finds McCollum. Good D by Thompson.
Yeah, and they're just hitting 20% of their shots. It's a rough start to this game.
Lobbed up there for Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
Beautifully orchestrated play. You put Durant at the finishing end of anything, it's probably a good idea.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now here's McCollum. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Utah Jazz. Aminu, no one around him. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Bill, you've done quite a few player interviews over your life, and I'm sure there are some guys that have surprised you with what they've got to say.
Yeah. I think we're in a really cool generation with basketball players where they're these really thoughtful guys who aren't afraid to share stuff. You know, some of the guys try to protect their images and kind of their manufactured reputations, I would say, to some degree. But for the most part, the candidness of some of these guys, you can't hide on a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
If I have you for an hour, you're not going to be able to dodge stuff. You're going to have to talk.
Well, you challenge people, which is that's the beauty of the podcast.
Well, and I don't have notes, so I do it. I'm looking at you, you're looking at me, and we're going. And you got to be ready.
That's how Larry King used to do it. Yeah.
So some guys are ready. Like Durant was great. Durant was ready to talk, and we did 5 podcasts, and everything's on the table with him. But my favorites are, somebody like Kyrie came in, really smart, kind of sort of ready to go, but not totally, but then got into it. And those are usually the best ones.
All free throws good from Turner. I want to get back to what we were chatting about, Bill, with how today's NBA players are so media ready, whether it be interviews or social media. Your take is really interesting.
I think in general, all these guys, the guys now are so used to talking to people and being in front of people, and they're not surprised by questions, and they know how to handle themselves. They know how to not get in trouble, and they're comfortable.
Plus, maybe they've kind of grown up with you, though, too. You know what? You've been relevant for many years. Well, they've grown up with your stuff.
To be honest, a lot of them just know me as the white guy on NBA Countdown. They might not have read me, but they remember like that year I was with Jalen Rose, But what's weird is
I think you'd be surprised.
Well, you know this too. When you're on TV, the credibility you get from being on TV, I wasn't prepared for within the NBA.
Oh, really?
I think that's true. Yeah, I think it's like, oh, he's on TV, he's okay. And maybe they don't agree with you all the time, but you've passed some imaginary checkpoint with those guys.
Well, you may think that TV was your validation. This is going to be your validation.
Oh, 100%.
2K. This is it. I'm stamping you right now.
This is better than winning a Pulitzer Prize.
Now here's McCollum after the miss from Klay Thompson. It's good. McCollum's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Now the pass to Nurkic. Curry against Lillard. Another shot. Here's Aminu. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Aminu's got 8 points.
A terrific offensive rebounder. Here he is doing it again.
You look at the roster of the Golden State Warriors. In terms of talent level, Bill, where do you think they rank all time? Because they've put now 3 championships together in 4 seasons.
Yeah, it's a tough question because, the Russell Celtics in the 60s, I think had the most talent, but you only also had like 8, 9, 10 teams in the league during those years. But they had teams where there was like 7 or 8 Hall of Famers. The Warriors weren't deep like that. But for what they've done in this era, I think to have, 2 transcendent guys in the same team combined with 2 other guys who are in the top 20. So you have that. And then you have Curry, Thompson, and Durant, I think are probably 3 of maybe the best 8 shooters ever, or 9 shooters, whatever. So you have that over there.
Big statement, yes.
And then to do this in a 30-team league is basically impossible. So if you're comparing them like the 80s Celtics and the 80s Lakers, those teams probably had similar talent, but it was also a smaller league. And if you had a 30-team league in 1985, Kevin McHale's not on the Celtics. He's probably on one of the expansion teams.
Starting 4 All-Stars, the Warriors have.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
not sure we see this again.
I agree. Here's Lillard. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. A 3-ball. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Down low, stolen by McCollum. Turner inside, defended by Durant. Shots good by Turner.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. It's a 5-point game. And Thompson kicks to Cousins. outside Durant. The tray. Another three for Golden State.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Last time in Oakland, they lost to the Warriors.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
It was a sizable loss, and it was mostly due to their awful passing and ball control. They just need to use better judgment in this game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Jerebko's checked in for Jordan Bell. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Now here's Curry. 9 points last game. The chemistry of this Warriors team so special, Bill. Klay Thompson's unselfishness and the fact that he just lets the game come to him, a big part of that.
Super unselfish, doesn't care about his shots. A beloved teammate by all counts. He's the guy that all the other guys mention first when they talk about, hey, what warrior, ... and it's Klay. The answer is Klay to everything. Who's the most fun warrior? Who's the craziest warrior? Tell me a funny story about one of your teammates. It's always Klay. He just has so many thankless jobs for them. A lot of times he's guarding the best player on the other team. He's guarded point guards at some point during every run in the playoffs for them. And just a great guy to have on your team. It's hard to imagine the Warriors without him. I think at some point maybe the salary cap will dictate they can't keep all four of these guys, and Klay is always the logical candidate to, you trade him, you turn him into two cheaper, younger pieces. Mm-hmm. But I'd
hate to see him leave there.
Well, and leave Curry, because the thing with him and Curry together, it's been such a unique combo to have two of the best three shooters in the league in the same team.
Yes.
Their stats now together are starting to just crush everything. Like, they've made more threes than any other player in the playoff
Isn't that
history.
Amazing. Oh my
They've
God.
made, 600, 700 threes a year, and they're just doing things together that we've never seen. I hope they stay together.
Me too. So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a loss to the Jazz in Utah. Jerebko can't get it to go. Portland leading. Harkless with it. And the rejection by Cousins.
All over that one. Demarcus gets himself in position, times the block beautifully.
Livingston kicks to Jerebko. Pass to Cousins. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And it's tied up with that one. Bill, Commissioner Adam Silver believes the 2K Esports League will have the staying power of the NBA, the WNBA, the G League. A pretty powerful comment to make.
And I hope he's right, because I want to be the lead color guy. I want us to be the team. Why can't it be us, Kevin Harlan?
Are you kidding me?
Let's do that. Cut me the check.
Sign
As Rasheed
me
Wallace
up.
would say, CTC, cut the check.
Bill Simmons is here.
I'm ready.
Livingston passes to Jerebko. And Cousins kicks to Livingston. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Livingston's got the game tied up here for the Warriors. Here is Cook. He's covered by Livingston. Passes to Aminu. Over Jerebko. Aminu misses.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Iguodala kicks to Thompson. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Curry to the middle. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
This is a guy who knows how to orchestrate an offense. Terrific lead pass.
Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Iguodala finds Livingston. 1:07 left in the first. Pass to Cousins. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And a look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Warriors.
And they haven't been able to exploit the 3 from the corner. Maybe some better ball movement would help open the floor and get that shot into their arsenal.
Here is Cook. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Here's Aminu. The slam dunk by Aminu.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Love the unselfishness.
Warriors trail by 4. 41 seconds left to play here in the first. Now Livingston. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Down low. The slam dunk by Aminu.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
And a lot of scoring here early on. This is the type of game the fans love to see.
I love it. Really, both teams running plays that fit the personnel, going back and forth.
The Warriors have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
One shot, gentlemen.
That one misses for Cousins.
Each year I'm seeing Demarcus the improvement in his game, especially as a face-up shooter and playmaker.
Curry dishes to Cook. Nurkic in the post. And he banks in the layup. Nurkic has got his first 2 points of the night. And so it's Portland with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. The one goal they had coming into this game was to not let Curry beat them. And so far, their defense on Steph has been tremendous. Back to the action after this word. The leadership mantle, something that Damian Lillard welcomes. He talked about what that means to him.
A lot of responsibility. When things go bad, people are going to look to you first. They're going to point the finger at you first. And when things go well, they're going to give you the credit. So I think it's just a balance of those 2 things, being willing to be that guy and being excited about it. I think you got to have fun with it.
Right on the money as always. Lillard has excelled in that leadership role.
Yeah, I mean, he plays with so much confidence and composure, but also it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Well, I mean, they just got hot early from beyond the arc, and we'll just have to wait and see if they can keep that going.
They also want to be unpredictable, mix up the play calling, keep the defense guessing.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. They've got Myers Leonard. Curry is out there with Cook. Then there's Mo Harkless, and it's Nurkic in at the center position. And Leonard gets it to go. Bill, we know about the love affair you have with the NBA, and you've written about it for so long. Started with the $4 ticket in Boston with your dad.
Yeah, my dad bought season tickets for the 1973-74 Boston Celtic, and it was only 1 ticket. And I think it was $4 a game, probably like $160 total. And he used to carry me in mainly because they didn't want to pay for a babysitter. So I started going to games that year, probably sleeping through a lot of them. And they won the title.
How old were you in 72?
So I was 4.
4 years old.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember anything from that season. The first season I remember is the year later when they lost before the finals to Washington. And then the year later, they won the famous finals against Phoenix, the triple overtime game. I was there.
Was Cowens on that team?
Cowens, Havlicek,
Yep.
JoJo White.
Yep.
And I was at the triple overtime game in the 76 finals. Was probably the most famous NBA game ever of the... the kids out there now would nominate like Game 7, 2016 or something, but triple overtime game was the most famous game ever. And I slept through the entire second half and the first overtime.
Oh, no.
But then woke up because everybody was standing the whole second overtime, so I had to get up.
Now here's Evans, still looking for his first bucket in this one. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Draymond Green is a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he remembers his motivation. They said I fell in the draft because what position would I guard? I'll never forget that. I'm comfortable guarding any position. When I'm playing against big guys, I battle even harder. You have to prove a point. I won't be a pushover. Kevin?
Yeah, he never backs down. Thanks, David. Good. And 11 points here for Cousins.
I mean, one thing about Demarcus, he's never had much of a problem scoring with contact.
It's Curry with the drive over Evans, off the left rim and out. And so it's Livingston bringing it up now for the Golden State Warriors. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Iguodala the pass to Livingston. Cousins inside, working on Nurkic, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. Bill, we know in your writing that you love to incorporate pop culture references. How did that begin with you?
Well, it began because in college, I was dropping them in columns, and people were responding. I think pop culture probably mattered more when I was in college in the 80s and 90s because, we didn't have the internet back then. It was harder to connect with people you didn't know. You had sports and pop culture and politics. Those were the three ways. If I'm getting to know you, what are the three things we're going to talk about? I didn't want to talk about politics with anybody, so the other two things for me were sports, pop culture. I was also an only child in the 70s with only 5 or 6 TV channels watching Brady Bunch, Partridge Family, Sanford and Son, Jefferson's, Good Times, all that stuff. And, that stuff just soaks into your DNA, and that's it.
Knocked away. Here's Cousins. Kicks it out to Evans. Durant finds Curry. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And Bill, in talking about the connection between pop culture, sports, and basketball during your career, through it all, you've always been a writer, though, haven't you?
Always been a writer. That was the only child of me. The thing is, though, I would have watched more basketball, but basketball wasn't on. Right. I try to explain this to people, how lucky they are to be able to watch.
They can't believe these finals were tape delayed.
Well, but think about the day-to-day, right? Like Magic Johnson. I feel like I saw his whole career, but I really didn't. Like, his first couple years in LA, I think CBS was only showing like 6 or 7 regular season games.
Sunday afternoons.
In the playoffs, they would bump him off.
Yep.
USA, I think, got the contract in maybe 1982, but for the most part, I love George Gervin. I probably saw him play in person twice, and I saw him on TV maybe 10 times, 12 times. And now I could watch Giannis every day. And if Giannis dunks, I could see it on Twitter 5 minutes later, 5 seconds later. So I think people are lucky. You guys should appreciate how lucky you are out there.
The Warriors have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws. Portland leading. Now a timeout called by Portland.
Yeah, you need to refocus now. Momentum is running against you.
And from what I'm seeing, It's too many unfavorable matchups out there on the floor.
And a moment here to look at some of the stats for Kevin Durant. Averaging about 26 points per, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Well, and we've seen defenses try to adjust, but he has the intelligence along with the talent, just finds new ways to beat them. Just hasn't had his night, but his teammates are picking up the slack.
He's looking for Bell and finds him. The shot missing.
And the play looked good there for a second, just couldn't finish.
Well, the pass has to be on point. Then the catch and flush just doesn't work out here.
And the basket by McCollum.
He's just one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense regardless of the situation.
Durant against Turner. And again, no good by Golden State. Trailblazers leading by 3. To the inside. Here's Nurkic. Bell with the block. And he's able to get it back. Nurkic can't hit.
That was against good defense. He tried to sneak it in, though. We've seen him do it plenty of times.
Cousins, the pass to Evans. Shoots over Turner. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. 11 points for Kevin Durant.
With his size, KD almost unstoppable from mid-range.
Cousins against Nurkic. Kicks to McCollum from the arc. Cans it from downtown. McCollum's got 5 points in the quarter.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
Now here's Curry. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Lakers.
Wow, that's a tough shot, but Steph has the confidence to take that.
Lillard against Curry. Fires for 3. And it's Lillard missing. Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Durant attacking, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And you see the improved strength of Kevin Durant, able to convert through contact now.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Thompson, he's checked in for Demarcus Cousins. And Portland with a change here, too. Aminu's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
What's crazy about KD, he's been an NBA champion and a Finals MVP all in 2017, and I still feel like he's improving.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 9. Back to Nurkic. To the inside. Here's Aminu. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Thompson for the triple. Damian Lillard pulls it in. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
And that can happen on the road. You can get a little bit tight, and often it really shows itself at the free throw line.
And as a visiting team, you're already behind the 8 ball. Can't afford to give up opportunities like that.
Here's Lillard following the basket by Stephen Curry. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. They get Stephen Curry. Portland shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Free throw good, Damian Lillard. Both free throws good from Lillard. The Warriors trailing. Curry kicks to Thompson. Over McCollum, and Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Curry. Curry's got 4 assists now tonight. Lillard bounce pass. McCollum against Evans. McCollum outside. Over Evans. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Warriors have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. And that one is good. Now it's a 3-point Warrior lead.
Defensively, you can't give Durant this kind of look and expect to get a stop.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Lillard finds Nurkic. Out to Turner. Shot clock at 6. And there's the call on Durant. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second foul. You don't want to pick up his third in this half. We'll see if they'll make a substitution or not.
Here's Turner. He has 6. With some arc, he takes it up and lays it in. Turner's got 8 points.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
Lillard against Curry. Lillard with the rebound. Lillard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's McCollum. He can't get it to go. And Golden State will go the other way with it. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
You know what? That's a game where the coach might just want to burn the video, because there's no question they're a better team than what we saw, but they got crushed on that night.
And obviously we know that's not how they usually play, but hey, they've got to perform better next time around.
The Warriors making a switch here. Iguodala's checked in. Leonard, he's checked in for Portland.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw drops for Durant.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
McCollum outside. Over Bell. McCollum no good.
His lack of consistency with his shot tonight has held them back.
Drills the three-pointer. Durant's got the lead up to 7 now for the Warriors.
Defensively, all eyes on Clay. Great scorer, but also able to beat you with the pass.
Three-pointer, Lillard. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
You like the aggressiveness, pushing all the right buttons. He has this team rolling.
Now here's McCollum. 9 points in the game so far. Over Durant. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Releases. Thompson misses. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. Trailing by 10. Dishes it to Turner. To end the run. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Turner. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter. Golden State's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. With the floater, and it's Curry laying it in. Curry's got 9.
You see he's feeling it now. Shot looks much more in sync this quarter.
Always full of terrific insights. Bill Simmons, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you. My insights, thank you as well.
And Smitty, so great to have Bill with us, a guy who's ahead of the curve creatively.
Kevin, he was a pioneer in blogging, Emmy nominated for his work on documentaries. The guy never stops thinking of new ways to produce content.
Now here's Durant. Curry passes to Bell. Leonard with the steal. Nobody near Lillard. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
No doubt about it. He's been a monster from deep.
By and large, defenders have done a poor job of running him off his spots. That's why he keeps firing.
Thompson misses. Trailblazers trail by 4. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively. That's his 5th three-pointer of the half. Filling it up.
Curry against Lillard. Now here's Curry. He's guarded closely. With 2 seconds left. And that one comes up a bit short. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Golden State Warriors. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Quite the tussle there in the first half, huh? Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 25 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. There was a lot to like about his first 2 quarters in this one. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
They were really efficient on offense, shared the basketball well, great shot selection. That accounted for a high field goal percentage in the first half.
Shaq, how do you think Portland played?
Well, one thing happened that really helped them out. Their bench came in and played absolutely beautiful. Gave them a huge boost. Not just trying to hold court, but actually putting points on the scoreboard. These guys should be starting, Ernie.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
As we return to the action here at Oracle, a terrific look from above at downtown Oakland and the historic Tribune Tower. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
You know what? It's hard to do. Staying focused and disciplined with your approach.
And Smitty, if you had to boil it down to a single play in your career, what was your biggest moment?
Kevin, I'm glad you asked that question. I can also get it out there to everybody in the basketball universe. Game 7, Western Conference Final. Shaq fouled me, and they did not call the foul. Shaq fouled me, Kevin. That play still haunts me. I'm still mad.
Really? After all these years?
Yes. And he still lets me know that he didn't foul me, but we got to run the tape. He fouled me.
Right. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, the tremendous pair of Curry and Clay in the backcourt. Bell is out there with Durant, and it's Cousins in at the 5. Such a wide open look. And 12 points for Steph Curry.
Stephen Curry's catch-and-shoot jump shot is one of the quickest in the league.
And here's McCollum. He kicks it to Aminu for the 3. And Curry pulls it down. Warriors leading by 4. And the pass to Thompson. Fades and shoots. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Thompson's got 10.
Thompson is lightning quick in the open floor. Terrific at running the court from end to end.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his third foul of the game. On defense, the Warriors. They've led by as much as 10. It's McCollum on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Lillard from outside.
A very disappointing start to this half. 3 attempts with nothing to show for it.
A shot by Thompson and no one's around. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And the foul on Jordan Bell. That's his first foul. Trailblazers trail by 6. McCollum kicks to Turner. He dishes it to Nurkic.
Off target right now. 4 straight misses coming out of the half.
Durant with some nice D. Cousins throws it down.
It doesn't matter that Cousins plays with that much weight. The quick first step is a great equalizer.
Back to Lillard. Will it go? And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Firing on all cylinders here in the third. Only 1 miss in 5 attempts.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And Steve, Kevin Durant has talked about how he fits in with the Warriors, both on the court and in the locker room.
Well, he gets his shots within the flow, doesn't have to force it as much. And Stephen Curry, the face of the franchise, that allows KD to just focus on basketball.
A different look now for Portland. Seth Curry, he's checked in for McCollum. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Damian Lillard. Now here's Turner. Great D that time from Durant.
Yeah, momentum right now is against them. They're just going to have to figure out a way to ride this one out.
You know, easier said than done. What they need to do is string together some positive plays, try to turn the tide.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Harkless is checked in. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Trailblazers. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Here's the 3. The Warriors pull it in. Durant's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Curry is inside. Durant in the corner for 3. And Steph Curry gets the 3. Curry's got 15 points.
Knows where everybody is. If there's an open man, Durant's going to find him.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Almost halfway through the season, let's check out the standings out west. To take a look at the Warriors. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that number 1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And checking out Portland, just need to take it a game at a time.
And for the Warriors, any fears of a regression for them this season have been laid to bed. They're an elite team yet again, and they're poised for a dominant stretch run here.
I can't see them slowing down anytime soon. If anything, I think they'll just get stronger as the playoff gets closer.
The Warriors have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
One shot.
And the technical free throw is good. And you think about how the Warriors attracted Kevin Durant to the team and all these all-stars coexisting. It doesn't always work like that, does it?
No, and I give a lot of credit to Steph Curry, a 2-time league MVP, but he never lets his ego get the best of him. His good-natured calm and sense of serenity kind of set the tone and maybe balance a bit of what Draymond brings to the locker room.
Now here's Cousins. That three off the mark.
Wow, and this is his range. Maybe he was too wide open.
Here's Cook, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. You often hear great players say, I want to be the leader of this team. But Smitty, is every great player actually cut out? Are they wired enough to be a leader and play that role?
No, not at all. You have some fantastic, phenomenal players talent-wise, but just not their role to be a leader. And then I think when you hear guys say they want to be a leader, 9 times out of 10, that's the guy that's not the leader. Because a leader usually just evolves. But when you start saying you want to be, you're probably not. You're going to lead by example. And then a lot of the guys, obviously, some of the best, they can take it to the vocal part. But you can't ask to be a leader. It just happens.
Needs to happen organically, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Evans, he's checked in for the Warriors. And so Cook nails both of them. Well, a high level of scrutiny for this Warriors team. Last season, they led the league in technicals and ejections. Smitty, how important is it for them to get a handle on that?
Well, it's not a good look for them, but they have some competitors. But you have to challenge in the right way. Play with poise, and they're fine when they're on the court.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Harkless with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Bucket is good.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Curry passes to Jerebko. Back to Curry. Takes the three. That one, no good. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Harkless finds Curry. Can't cash in from close range.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Now Jerebko. He averages about 5 points a game. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Jerebko. And that's now 19 points for Steph Curry. Trailblazers trail by 16. Curry kicks to Harkless. Pass to Cook. No one near Curry as he lets it go. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Here's Evans. Cousins, no one around him. Great look, but off the mark.
The open mid-range jump shot. He knows he has to hit that one.
Here's Curry with the three. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
He's been scoreless for a while now. They're still trailing here. They might want to move to some other options offensively.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Curry, how his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging 10 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And to have a knockdown shooter like that coming off the bench, a great asset for any coach.
For sure. Things can get stagnant without that spark plug. He always seems to supply points for them in bunches.
Now here's Curry. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And he gets it to go.
And just showing you his determination despite the size difference.
And he makes the little adjustment just as he goes to lay it in.
Evans with it, defended by Harkless. Here's Livingston, and the shot goes in. Livingston's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. And quickly, let's look at the numbers for Curry. 2nd in free throw percentage, 5th in three-point shooting, and such a great distributor and decision maker among the top 10 in assists per game.
And you never see him get nervous when he steps to the line. That's why he's 2nd in the league in free throw percentage. Andre Iguodala, he's checked in for Evans. And Cousins gets it to go.
Coaches have raved about this. Cousins' ability to have active hands and come up with strips.
And it's Cook with the ball for the Trailblazers. It's an 18-point game. Leonard kicks to Cook. Nobody near Nurkic. And count it from 19 feet away.
You can see there the defender allows himself to get picked.
You know, it's all about effort. Sometimes you're going to get hit on hard screens. You just have to fight through them.
And Harkless pulls it down. Harkless has got 4 rebounds in this game. Inside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Andre Iguodala. Some guys are leaders from day one, but there are some guys it takes a while, Steve, to grow into that role. And I'm sure you've seen him.
Yeah, I love Victor Oladipo. I think he took on that role. Also, Kyle Lowry's done a nice job. Al Horford is becoming more of a vocal leader. He was kind of a quiet leader. A lot of those guys, you can see their personalities just changed from when they started into this league, and year by year they've gotten better.
The first one falls. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Trailblazers trail by 15. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Delivering these passes in tight quarters, that's tricky.
Pass to Livingston. To the inside. Here's Cousins. And it goes down 2 points. Cousins has got 9 points now in just the second half.
This is where the size of Demarcus really comes into play. Defensively, you feel you can stop him, but he can go through you or over you.
Cook, the pass to Leonard. Kicks to Harkless. Portland moving the ball around. Fires for 3. But they recover it. Outside Curry. The Trailblazers rebound. Leonard with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. And Harkless slams it in.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Now, here's Curry. He's got 19 to the middle. Got a piece of it. Here's Livingston. Portland grabs the miss. Curry's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the wing on the left. Cook, the pass to Leonard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Leonard's got 8 points.
He is really shouldering the load on the offensive end and doing an outstanding job. But he needs the rest of his team to step up.
Now here's Iguodala, defended by Harkless. Iguodala no good.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Now here's Nurkic. He's got 6. Clock at 6. And Curry, here we go. The lead now cut to single digits.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Some changes for Golden State. Jordan Bell comes in for Jerebko. And it's Klay Thompson in for Steph Curry. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Turner comes in for Myers Leonard. And McCollum subbed in for Quinn Cook.
One shot, gentlemen.
Free throw good by Curry. Here's Livingston. He has 6. Pass to Thompson. And they call an illegal screen here. And a look at the 2K leaderboard now with the list of centers and power forwards who have been in a great rhythm at the free throw line over the last 10 games. 5th on the list, Demarcus Cousins.
And a lot of these big men take the confidence they have in the paint straight to the free throw line with them. I mean, that makes them very hard to handle.
It may earn them a little extra space because you don't want to get physical with these guys. They can make you pay at the line.
Now here's Curry. He's got 5 inside. He gets stolen by Livingston. He kicks to Bell. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And the game of basketball is one of runs, and right now this one's definitely not over.
1:30 left to play in the third. And the basket by McCollum.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Warriors leading by 8.
And we've seen just how incredible McCollum can be when he is feeling it. One of the few guards in the league who gets everything to fall when his shot is on. It's why he can just erupt with huge scoring nights at any given time.
Now here's Cousins. 25 points in the game. Shot clock at 2. And it's off from three-point range. Ball's knocked loose. Curry finds McCollum. Shoots over Livingston. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They led by as many as 18 points. The pass to Thompson. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. That's 12 points for Klay Thompson.
Superb body control by Thompson. Even when he gets hit a little, he doesn't lose his concentration.
And it's McCollum off the drive. Not going to go that time. Good D by Thompson. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Bell. The dish to Livingston. Passes it to Cousins. Shoots over Nurkic. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Warriors lead by 10. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. And so it's Livingston bringing it up now for the Golden State Warriors. 10-point lead. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th. Lillard the 1 with McCollum at the 2. Evan Turner is out there with Aminu. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. Now here's Thompson. Over Turner. The shot by Thompson, no good. Trailblazers trail by 10. Tries a 3. The shot by Turner, no good. Iguodala's drive. Livingston kicks to Iguodala. Down low. Here's Thompson, and he banks in the layup. Thompson's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Warriors. To the middle, it's stolen by Bell. The 3, and there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Durant. Durant's got 5 assists tonight, and here are the Blazers, down by 15. McCollum deciding where to go with it, and that one drops for him.
He turned on the Jets. As soon as he got that screen, they went right to the hole. Great decision making there.
Pass to Thompson. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Thompson against McCollum. 3-pointer, Lillard. Rebounded by Bell.
Phenomenal how many threes he drained in the first half, especially considering he's hit none since.
And Kevin Durant with the slam.
Former NBA scoring champion KD likes the looks he's seeing tonight, applying constant pressure on the offensive end.
Here's McCollum following the score by Golden State. Misses off the left iron. The high post shot, again, Golden State.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
That's what's extending this lead. The right plays, right time, and good finishing.
Now here's Turner. Kicks it out to McCollum. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. Turner's got 5 assists in the game. The pass to Thompson. Dishes it to Iguodala. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
Well, the pace, the big plays they're making, this is a statement run right here.
Hard to remember the last time they've missed. These guys are having fun right now.
Now, here's Nurkic. A 3 from McCollum. Again, McCollum missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
No good from Durant. Trailblazers trail by 18. McCollum outside. No good. Good D by Bell. And here's Golden State. They're on a 13-5 run.
And that's the look this offense is designed to produce.
Always frustrating when you do everything right, yet just can't complete the play.
Warriors leading by 18. Thompson passes to Livingston. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Portland's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Lillard finds Nurkic. McCollum against Thompson. Here's Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. A 3-pointer is right on target. Lillard's got 20.
Picking up from where he left off, I lost count of how many threes he hit in the first half. Now nails this one.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. And for Yusuf Nurkic, you see the flashes of how dominant he can be in every game.
I mean, the potential is there, and he is working hard to find that consistency. I do believe he's noticeably better when he plays with an edge. He's more in tune with what's going on. You almost want to rile him up or do something to tick him off before every game to get the best out of him.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State, Cousins comes in for Andre Iguodala, and Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Back to Thompson. The 3-ball. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Thompson's got 10 points in the quarter.
How about the quarter he's having? Tremendous execution on the offensive end, helping to further fuel this lead.
And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. He dishes it to McCollum. Over Thompson. McCollum, no good.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Count it.
The ability to find soft spots in the defense. Curry reading it right, as usual.
Curry against Lillard. To the right side. Steve, more and more we're seeing NBA players speak out on societal issues. Do you think it's gone too far in any way, or do you think it should go even farther?
No, I think players should speak up. I think in all, all our 4 major sports, in any possible way, I think guys should get a chance to weigh in on what they feel individually. Freedom of speech, and I think our players is just like everybody else. You have freedom of speech. You should be allowed to speak up on issues.
Here's Lillard following the basket by Demarcus Cousins. Curry with the steal. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Thompson passes to Durant. It's tipped. McCollum against Thompson. McCollum up top. Kicks it to Lillard. Back to McCollum. Shot clock at 6. Over Thompson. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
You know what? At some point, you have to decide. Do you keep pressing the issue, or do you focus on setting up others?
Now McCollum after the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. The finish, and Curry with the stuff.
Coaches rave about Klay Thompson's ability to defend. He has active hands. He comes up with the strip that ignites the fast break.
Now here's Lillard and Steph Curry with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
This could be a problem. That's his 4th foul with plenty of basketball left to play.
Curry's checked in for the Trailblazers. Here's Turner. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And Evan Turner, the former number 2 pick out of Ohio State, he acts as a utility knife for this team. He can wear a lot of different hats. His versatility might be his best trait.
Two shots.
That's good from Turner. And with Turner, as you mentioned, Greg, he can play both wing spots and does whatever you need from him on offense.
Well, you like when he's playing in the post and bullying small wings. Much better from that area of the floor than from outside. It also can act as a playmaker, very adept at running the pick and roll.
No good on the second free throw. NBA awards are voted on by broadcasters and writers around the NBA. Do you think that's the best way, Steve, to pick an MVP?
Well, I really think in some kind of way you got to have players more involved, being able to come out and be able to pick the MVP because these are the players that are going up against these guys. I also would love to see where we have more of the defensive player of the year during the offseason, the rookie of the year in the offseason. Obviously giving out more of those awards for the playoffs as well.
And you got to, of course, beware of it becoming a popularity contest, too.
Yes, totally.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Jerebko's checked in for Bell. And it's Evans in for Kevin Durant. Swiped away. And here's the fast break. Cook leading the way. The pass to Leonard. He kicks it to Collins. Curry looking it over. Back to Collins. Banked in off the glass. So it's the Warriors now. Here's Curry. Pass to Cousins. And they double up Cousins. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so here is Golden State. Thompson finds Cousins. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Portland's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. It's Curry with the drive. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Took him no time at all on that one. 28 points for Klay Thompson.
See, this is how you dictate the flow of the game. He's been lit this quarter.
And so here's Portland. After the three-pointer from Klay Thompson, Harkless on the wing. Pass to Cook. Just 5 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Fires for 3. No good on that one. So Golden State will take it the other way. Thompson dishes to Curry. We hear the term empty stats every once in a while, Steve, usually referring to great production on a bad team. How valid do you think that theory is?
It is. A lot of guys you see are averaging, these numbers, and players look around, and the players you're saying, unfortunately for him, those numbers are empty stats because there are a lot of times these numbers are found and when the game is decided. And a lot of times on bad teams, you see these guys going for numbers. Then you get a chance to see them play on good teams, and those stats just don't match up.
Good explanation. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And here are the Trailblazers now. Portland's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Collins kicks to Cook. Pass to Harkless. And here is Curry, covered by Evans. Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And G.A., he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
He just never gives up on any play, any shot. He's always battling in the paint. He's one of the best at that position.
And so here is Golden State. The Blazers getting the bucket.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Demarcus Cousins.
Boy, such a big factor in the game tonight. His intensity on the boards. Even when guys put a body on him, he somehow still beats them to the ball.
Gentlemen, two shots. Roof shots.
And the first one drops. And the Warriors making a change here. Livingston's checked in. Leonard hits them both. Now here's Livingston. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Evans feeling it out a bit. And there's the pass to Cousins. Now Livingston. Some nice passing by Golden State here. 4 on the clock. Evans, that's a 2-pointer. And Cousins throws it down.
And this is the kind of deficit it would take a miracle to overcome.
I think this hometown crowd agrees with you. They are fired up about it.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Kevin Durant. It seems like even with some adversity thrown your way, you guys find a way.
Well, we're moving the basketball. We're just relying on each other. And, we're just believing in each other, man. No matter what, we just stick together.
It was very obvious that was the case. Thanks, KD. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.